Greetings, everyone. This is Wolfphototech, and here we are with some more Pathfinder 2nd Edition overview / kind of review videos. This is for Pathfinder 2nd Edition Kingmaker. This is the Kingdom Tracker. This costs $24.99, and it's not particularly thick. It's fairly light. Personally, this is a proliferary item to the system. This will be handy for game masters when they want to run Kingmaker, the Adventure Path from Paizo and Legendary Games. As we open inside here, we happen to have on this first envelope a grid for organizing your town. This is for basically designing sections of your town, section by section. So because you want to just build your own kingdom, here's a grid for doing that. And each one of these sections is specifically a block in your kingdom. And section down here is an area to fill out the information. You can also use this as a pattern if you wanted to. Go like to a printer or something and print it out, and then cut out the section, cut out the block section, so you can add sections on a piece of paper. Or if you have a scanner, you can scan it and then you could photocopy it over and over, so you can make yourself a kingdom much bigger. On this next page is that you got the table of contents: settlements, relations, events, buildings, urban grid, kingdom quick reference, army quick reference, and founding a new village. This is a very handy item if you want to just run the basic run the kingdom rules in another system, in another Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, or within Kingmaker, because it has all the important information in tables and forms to fill out for your kingdom. It has a hex map that you can use, and you can mark out or copy out of this book these sheets, so you can actually fill them out. I would probably advise getting a printer and printing all these sheets out. That way you don't have to write in this book. You have this nice little piece of paper right here with various events and the name and the level. Got some nice artwork from Kingmaker here. And then you have the various tiles for all the stuff you want to do in your town. And some of them are designated as 1 lot building tiles, 2 lot building tiles side by side, more 2 lot building tiles, and these are 4 lot building tiles. We got an owl bear attacking. We got another copy of that urban grid over here that you can use. And then we got the kingdom reference rules for running your kingdom and all the phases. So if you don't want to buy the core, you don't want to buy the main book for Kingmaker and still want to run a kingdom, you can buy this and forget about the big book, and you can run this in another homebrew campaign or something else. I might actually do that in my Pathfinder homebrew campaign. And then on the back side here is a list for structures, and there's a table here that states what page in the core Pathfinder 2nd Edition Kingmaker Adventure Path book you can find those rules and those components on. Overall, this is a very good replacement supplement book to the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Kingmaker Adventure Path core book. You can either have this as an add-on to it, making it so you don't have to flip to those pages in that book for the basic core mechanics of running a kingdom or an army. However, this also is a good replacement option if you don't want to buy that $100 book. You can just buy this $24.99 book, and you got basically all the core rules and the equipment to build your own kingdom in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So there you go. I highly advise that if you are into building kingdoms and you have players that really want to build kingdoms, this is a thing to get for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Outright. However, if your players are more of the hacky slashy adventure-y types, and they're not really interested in kingdom management or all that other stuff, there's no real value in buying this at all. Okay, just outright. Unless you want to run army combat, there is rules in here for army combat, which case then you could have an army versus your players or army versus your players' army in that, but there's that. This is one of those mixed bag situations where it is, if this was $19.99 or $14.99, this would be easily towards the 4-star territory, because this is just really handy to have. However, because it's $24.99, it's going to be like a 3.5 star. I kind of weight my scores on the quality of the product versus the price of the product. There are some products out there that are super cheap. They have errors in them, but there's still good usable stuff in there. And it's a good deal to buy that product because it's cheap. There's errors, you find the errors, you fix the errors, and you're good. Then there's some projects that out there that are really expensive but have errors in it, and you're spending a bunch of money on something that has some errors in it, and then it's gonna suck to have to fix those errors to use that product. And then there's products out there that are really expensive that have no errors in them. They work perfectly fine. They're well organized. They're worth their value. So that's why I weight my score on the price. So if you find this for $14.99, this improves in value because what's in it is cheaper. You get more for your dollar. Where if it's more expensive, like $40, $50, $60, then you're spending a lot of money on something that you don't get a whole lot out of. You might if you print out all these sheets and make a lot of use out of it, like rules, then you might make up the value. That is another rule in life. If the more you can use something, the lower the cost it is to buy it. Because if you can buy it and use it multiple times over and over again, the value of that item is divided out across the uses, which is why I give like the Starfinder or Pathfinder 2nd Edition deck of many NPCs or worlds really low scores, is because most people, including myself, when it comes to that stuff, you're going to either use it once, maybe twice or thrice. Most people only use it like at most 4 times, and then they are done with it, and you are spending a lot of money on very few uses of a product. So the more uses you can get out of a product, the better it is. Even it is rehashing components or recombining things from it for something else, it's good. So that's one of the things I'm going to try to work towards in my channel, is to build in that extra value to your price. I'm not going to put up a Patreon or a subscribe star or anything like that. People basically pay by watches, likes, and shares. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a delightful day, a nice night, a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful week, and a magnificent month. And see you next time. Ciao.